So, Abdullah, CIOs are staying up at night, facing gaps in privilege, identity management. Okay. So, what mediation can be done to address this critical issue?
Right. So this builds on the zero trust architecture that we were talking about. So defining concrete identity and access management strategy is critical for systems that deal with data, especially with systems that deal with sensitive data, because elevation of privilege attacks is one of the most common attacks that can lead to disastrous consequences for this. There are multiple types of elevation privilege attacks. Two of the major ones are essentially the horizontal elevation of privilege, where an attacker gains access to a system and then it can move horizontally to the peers, and then you can go vertical. So you go horizontal and then you find a spot where you can go vertical and you can go all the way up and get root access. That becomes disastrous. That's where the stride model comes in, which we talked about before as well. So if you model your application in the right way, that what are the actors that are going to act on it, how can you properly authenticate, and how can you properly authorize and enforce the things like privilege, least enforce the privilege principle of least privilege, have audit mechanisms, have insights into who is accessing what, define thresholds and alarms that, okay, if some unauthorized access is happening, do XYZ, remediate things. All of these things in a combination work together to essentially implement a zero trust architecture and minimize the threat of elevation of privilege attacks.